Todo lo que tengo en este mundo son mis huevos y mi palabra, y esta no la rompo por nadie. ¿Entiende eso?
All right. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with my boy Bink and Play, and I was hyped about this undercard, what Xander say is, and the main event with the girls, Mayor and Sandy and whatnot. Um, I was hyped about it. I thought it was a stacked car, and I was so disappointed because we got put to sleep, bro. I mean, the only fight was like the second one that really got me entertained, and the commentating was so disgusting. They had a whole sad story for Delonte Johnson, and Yomar Alamo actually beat this guy, exposed him. That the commentators towards the end, even they had like a change of heart, and it was like, well, if you struggle with Alamo, imagine when they stepped a level in competition. But the whole stat card, yo, I mean, we just gonna give you our take, but we was really bored. So we were so bored to the point that we started like talking to each other.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
So I mean, what the fuck, bro? Like, bro, Bink, yo, take over, man, because like I didn't even I lost my words.
Thank you, Notch, once again for always having me up on the channel. It's always a pleasure to be here. Like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Let us know. Hit up the comments. But meanwhile, back at the ranch. Just like Notch was saying, this is a fight card that very uninteresting. Very like yeah, we started talking and just the TV was looking at us basically.
That shit never happened to me.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Like normally when I understand they're promoting that this is a prospect card night that that they're gonna put Saturday is gonna be the main event.
And the guy that actually won, Jorma Alamo,
yes,
he got robbed.
Yes.
So this is what I mean about this boxing shit. As boring as your fucking little whoever put this shit together, that put us to sleep. Could you imagine like the only one that you guys could promote Alamo that's 29 years old beats their 26-year-old Delonte Johnson.
Right.
You ain't a tiger, bro. You're not a tiger. You gotta like go back to the drawing board, get a new nickname. But yo, Play, yo. You had this, especially this match, yo. Play, yo. Take over and let these niggas know.
Yeah, man. Look, the card overall, the card overall was very dry. Again, no knockouts. No one went to sleep. The only people that went to sleep was us here watching it, man. So we're gonna get into this Alamo Tiger Johnson fight. Alamo was clearly the aggressor, moving forward. Wasn't afraid to bite down on his mouthpiece and start throwing hands. I felt like the commentating was biased, man. I think that Tiger Johnson is someone that they want to bring up. He's now 14-0 after this fight, and I think it's someone they want to bring up, someone they want to promote. It's to the point where, like, even after certain rounds where Alamo is the clear favorite, the focus was on just promoting Tiger Johnson and his foundation and what he's doing in his community. And a good backstory is always needed, and we appreciate that. But maybe that should come when that fight that they're talking about is actually putting in work,
Exactly, because yo, every time between the rounds, the only corner they were showing was Delonte Johnson, and then they had the sad story with him like running with some kids and whatnot. Anybody can run with kids, but I back my boy Jomar Alamo, because he was so mad at his receding hairline that he took that shit on that boy, and he exposed their fucking favorite fighter, man. Yo. But this shit ain't for everyone. You know what I say?
If you went to prison and fell in love, this ain't for you.
It ain't for you, man.
If y'all like to get your booty hole tickle, this ain't for you.
Yo.
If y'all fuck with the booty tickling bandit, this ain't for you. All right, Play. Tell these niggas, yo, if you fuck with the booty tickling bandit, this ain't for y'all. So Play, take over, bro. Let these niggas know.
Do I fuck? No, not at all. I don't fuck with it at all. No, absolutely not. Do I think they are? Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I mean that was the most engaging fight. I think the most we paid attention during the whole night was during that fight. We were excited coming into this card for the Xander fight.
If I would have put my money, because I said, and I'm on my video on podcast yesterday.
You did. You said Alamo was
gonna take that. Yo, I feel like the upset, and he did, and I would have been mad because, yo, I feel like he edged it.
Yeah.
And they're mind you, when the commentators are saying, "Yo, I don't know about that fight," they started at first it was hyping him up. They had a whole story with him running with the kids. Every time in between the rounds, then it was only showing one corner.
Yeah.
So yo, based on what I said, right, and like you said, that was the most entertaining fight. And then how they do us, the fans, that the only fight that really entertained us, y'all take away, because it, you know, I would call it a robbery because that was the only fight that I was able to like really watch and score rounds, and I edged it to the not to Delonte Johnson. I edged it to
Alamo.
yeah.
Yeah, I would want to go back and watch a lot of the fights on this card.
He was just the more aggressive.
Yeah, I think he was moving forward. But I want to rewatch this fight and see maybe if I would think differently or not. But in the moment, I definitely feel like Alamo, had
He
that
edged
there.
it. He definitely edged it. Mind you, when they had the commentators like basically promoting, and they saying like, "Damn, there's no way I could sit there and hide this shit." So when the judges,
At least it was speaking the truth.
yeah, towards the end,
You know?
so that speaks for itself.
Yeah.
But then after that, I'm glad that we had something to talk about. I love y'all, yo, because y'all entertained me. Because this shit, I lost focus, man.
We had to go into our own conversations. Listen, the rest of the car is pretty much NyQuil, put us to sleep. We were excited about this Xander fight coming in, but I just feel like it could have been more aggressive. That's the whole thing about boxing. That's the whole thing about fighting, right? You want to see the two people involved be aggressors. You want to see some action. We're not here to watch people just win off points.
Exactly. A good take on that because I was vouching a lot for my boy Sanders, right? But I'm a little disappointed in his performance tonight. I still give him the respect or whatever, but if he wants to reach that next level, and again, like I'm a be man about it, and I'm sorry, Tank, if wherever you hear me, nigga, I'm sorry, yo, because when they put any tomato cans in front of this dude, yo, he entertains his crowd, bro. Like he knocks out tomato cans, yo.
Yeah.
So I was expecting, I guess, like I was expecting more from Xander. Mind you, it was so boring. So maybe, like you said, I have to rewatch this fight because it did have him like unanimous or whatever. But I still feel like, damn, bro, like I was already disappointed because they put him as a co-main event to some females, and then instead of like you trying to take the show and saying, yo, I belong to be like the main like the main event, he didn't do that. All right, it was a unanimous, but bro,
Yeah.
I'm you. It's got to be like Tank. This is what I'm saying. Like I say the truth. I'm not even gonna criticize Tank anymore. I can't because when they put a tomato can in front of him, he makes sure he knocks him out. He puts on a show like that. That's what you're supposed to do. I believe that. I know this guy was tough, Mr. Opponent or whatever, but yo, I feel like he was supposed to knock him out or at least like bust his eye out, see some blood or something.
I think when you're a top talent, you gotta create that separation. You gotta show why you're a top talent, and you gotta do that by just going out there, like you said. Tank's gonna go out there, and you can put a bum in front of him, but he's gonna knock him out, and that's how you show that there's levels to this shit. I think with Xander's gonna get to a point the way it did with Shakur is that you keep having these type of fights, and people are just gonna label you as boring, right? And we know how Top Rank is with their fighters. You have too many quote unquote boring fights, they're quick to drop you. And then maybe he goes to a different promotion that has some better matchups for him. But that's not an excuse. No matter where you are, no matter who you're fighting, if you're a top talent, you got to show why there's levels to this shit. You got to show that you could go in there and you could knock a motherfucker out.
I just feel like I don't know, like he's not carrying his power. Like bro, like you got like a guy that's coming forward, stationary target. Really, that mind you, at first he was impressing me because he was doing some Canelo shit, like
the countering.
Yeah, right in front of him, like good defense and countering. But yo, maybe you need to hire a trainer to help you like sit on your punches and carry more power. Cause yo,
make some
you have power, but I don't know what's going on. Like I'm not with this level. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know the guy was tough, but I feel like the guy. If you guys watch the highlight from the guy's last opponent, the other Puerto Rican dude, I feel like he did more damage to that dude than Xander did. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I guess they were using the 10-ounce gloves, whatever they had in their contract or whatever. Cause those 8-ounce gloves, yo, that's when you start getting cuts and close
Yeah.
eyelids and everything. Cause I
With
mean,
Xander, I mean, he's a great talent. The thing is, he's only 22 years old, so that's a gift and a curse, right? He's 22, so there's so much more he could grow into, and we're excited about that. But being 22 years old, maybe he is lacking some of. I don't want to say experience because he comes experience. Even at 22, he's pretty experienced.
but
Yeah.
I think he's playing it too safe. Every now and then, do something and like risk for your crowd and shit. You know what I mean? Like entertain us, like you was knocking, but like I said, unless you ready to fucking join Devin Pillow Hands Henny and shit team, it's like
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened to his power.
It'll be interesting to see what he does next.
I'm not gonna sit there and
Hey,
bash him, but yo,
stop doing the Diddy parties first, though.
I bet you
There's
that
no more of those.
I bet you that we're not gonna be the only ones like criticizing Xander because I know there's a lot of people that feel the same way. Like we did, like yo, it's time to step that level up, and we want to see knockouts because I don't want to like you said with that good example with Shakur Stevenson. People gonna start getting up and they're gonna start criticizing like, oh, you put in instead of putting your opponents to sleep, you put in your crowd to sleep, and we don't expect knockouts all the times, but yo, like good point, like because that's how I feel. I guess my expectations were like bigger for tonight. I thought that he would get a knockout, and I know you can't knock everybody out, so I guess I'm gonna give him another chance. Watch another match. I'm still fuck with him. I still feel like he's the best that we have from PR. And maybe we expected too much from him. The guy is smart and he wants to get to the next level. And I guess he felt the guy's punch because that guy was tough. So he said, "Yo, instead of like me losing and looking like a dumbass, let me stay disciplined."
Play smart.
But, it's gonna be a point that just like how I felt tonight, later on in the future in his fights, like I'm just wondering if this is how he's gonna play his career, or is he gonna take
Hopefully
more chances
not.
to please us? You know what I mean? Like,
And I think my last point here, Notch, is I think that's how you become a main event, right? I think if you're knocking motherfuckers out, if you put on those exciting fights, you should be headlining that card. So there's something to say there that he wasn't headlining this card. And I think he needs to prove himself to get there. As exciting as a prospect as he is, still very young, and he needs to come out and knock these motherfuckers out.
exactly. And I feel like he had that chance tonight, and he didn't take advantage of it. And he had some girls like be the main event, and we didn't even really watch that shit. Like the whole stat card. I'm just gonna criticize the whole top rank for tonight. Yo, this shit was a snooze fest, and I guess I had more expectations from Center Size, but I'm still rocking with him. I just hope that and this was a dope conversation my boy played, man. Like yo, we really went in on this because it's like yo, this is what we want from Sander, and maybe we expected too much from him. But yo, you didn't take advantage because I couldn't believe in my podcast that I did yesterday. I couldn't believe that he was in the main event and with some girls, and then you still didn't take advantage and didn't take over, yo. Like yo, so I'm gonna let my boy play end this podcast. This shit was a dope conversation with you, bro. Good take, and I'm glad that you expressed yourself because like it wasn't only me that I wasn't the only one expecting so much from Sander, but play end this podcast. And my boy Bank here too. If you want to state your opinion on this shit, jump in right in the platform on the panel and get your take in, man. Like,
Well,
let them know how you feel about this shit, man.
thank you, Notch. Well, I was in the background here, handling the computer and whatnot. There's sometimes that I can't always be on the channel, but I'm always here supporting in the background. If you hear the click, 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 type, 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 that's it's your boy Bink. But I just had to sit back and let play. Play was on some shit today. Like let him do him. That's what it's about.
Shit.
Real shit right here. And that's what it's about on a Notch Million podcast. And I have to agree with Notch. I agree that it was, I feel like, underrated very much. I feel like
overrated.
Oh yeah, sorry, overrated. My bad. Overrated. Because I feel like Notch was saying and Play was saying,
You were hyped. Play
Xander could have done a lot of shit. Xander could
Yo,
have.
as a matter of fact, no, I'm sorry to interrupt, yo.
Yeah.
It just like shit took over me. So I'm sorry for interrupting. I don't like
No,
doing that.
it's your channel,
but
brother.
Play called me earlier this week, yo. I was Xander fighting, yo. What you gonna do? Boom. We all hyped about this shit, and then I feel like they let us down, man. So,
But on that note, Notch, Play. On that note, my question, because I know I was on the computer looking up shit, processing shit, but I sat here and processed it, thinking. Do you think, out of me thinking, since you guys know way more about boxing than me, but me sitting here and contemplating, I thought that. Do you think this is Xander Saya's tactic, since he knew that the other guy was pillow hands or something, that he underplayed himself?
bro, I was mad. So let me give you a little taste of like what you asked, yo.
Yes.
Bro, I was mad yesterday because I couldn't believe that 2 girls was main event. And no disrespect to girls, but since like the girls don't really have that power, right? I feel like how could they be the main event if they sometimes they only fight 2-minute rounds and they found like 10-round fights. So it's more like a 10-round fight that you're gonna see. Maybe them going at it, whatever. So I did a video that didn't really get views like that. Maybe because people feel the same way. Like no disrespect to females and shit. So I feel like Xander, but that's a good question. Xander should have took advantage of saying, all right, I'm gonna make sure that y'all gonna put me next time and this shit will never happen again. I'm gonna put on a show and not whoever's in front of me out.
Mhm.
So y'all will never do this shit to me. I deserve to be on that main event car.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. So that's why
that's what I was saying. Exactly. That's what I meant. Do you feel like since he wasn't the main event,
I guess he
was
didn't
just the
feel
undercard, he felt like
nah, you take advantage.
Even if it was his tactic, it wasn't a good one. I think every time you come out, you got to try to beat box office because that's how you're going to earn your spot. All right, you don't go from co-mains to just main by doing the same shit you're doing each time you're coming out there. You got to elevate.
okay. I see.
You know,
okay.
that's what it's about. So
Yeah, because I was just thinking like it could have been because of that, but now that you guys have like I said, you guys have more experience
And everything from me, hearing it from your point of view, your perspective, I see and I understand that. Yeah, you guys are right. He, on the knowing that he was on the card, he should have came out with the full fucking balls of fury.
This is why I take back and I'm gonna keep my promise. As much as I get mad at fucking Tank, I will never bring up his fucking name in my fucking mouth again. I'm gonna put some respect on that boy's name. I mean straight up right now. He's the only one that he makes sure. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Like I've been talking a lot of shit about him because I'm disappointed because I expect him to fight somebody. But guess what, yo? All these other cats are fighting like tomato cans. They going 10, 12 rounds with them. You know what Tank does? He knocks him the fuck out. So you know what? I can't even complain, yo. I'd rather watch Tank fights from now on, bro.
that's how you show those levels to this shit, man. But I am interested to see what Xander does next. Who does he fight? How does he handle that? And how does that fight go? And I think that would give us a better look going forward of what his career is gonna look like.
That's all we have for y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, support the channel, hit up the Cash App, bring that ass back.
Let's go.
Notch Million Podcast, your one and only source for all you need to know in boxing and more sports. Soon, merch. Hit up, let us know. Once we hit 100 subscribers, we shall drop the links for the merch. You want fitteds, you want hoodies, you want sweats, you want shirts, females, males, let us know. Merch will be here ready. Notch Million out.
El de los ojos blancos. Apenas es verano y parece que estamos en fin de año. Mis palos sonando por tocar.